Hey, smell up Guppy or the Guppies the mole. Drinking a Fresca. How are y'all doing? Let's see. Jay Oliver's Fish and Things. First in. Posiwi, second in. Say hi if you come on in, enjoy the live stream. Yeah, this is not the time, by the way, if you want to ship fish. Ain't the time. It's, except I will tell you, S, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Hey, so, well, I hate to say this. Actually, it's about the same as it was before. I shipped a package to my sister and to my brother. On Friday, it went out. My sister lives in suburban Chicago, and she lives in Barrington, and the package arrived in Barrington. So if I was sending her fish, it'd have been 4 days. That's what it's been like a lot during the COVID, 3 to 4 days. If you got 2 days in, it was like one of the great miracles of all miracles. Oh, a second. I was sorry, gang. Had to sneeze. So, but yeah, this is not the time. Have you seen these pictures of like boxes, like a whole thing of boxes? Adam K from Green Bay. I've been in Green Bay. I sat at that sports bar where part of the sports bar is Vince Lombardi's office, and I had a burger there once, and it was good, and a Leinenkugel. So there you go. Glad to have you here, Adam. Yeah, today it got really nice here. It got to 60 degrees. I was outside. It was sunny. It was clear. I was outside in shorts and my t-shirt, walking bolo. You had 3 people in line at your post office day, unheard of there. Yeah, it's I sent mine out of. Normally, I'll send my fish out to through the downtown. I sent the package out on Friday at at the smaller one, and it was still pretty busy, but it went by pretty quick. The downtown one tends to be real slow. Now, I have not gotten an update for my brother's package that went to Los Angeles. And I have not gotten an update on that one. I'm going to read it to you right now, what they've been telling me. They've been hitting me up with, it's going to be arriving on time. Well, on time was actually today, but let's see. I didn't believe that. I just wanted it there before Thursday. So let's see. The LA one, just to go out and do this. Let's see. It arrived in Barrington at 3:42. That means it gets delivered tomorrow. Well, it departed the USPS facility, my other package, to Los Angeles, right out where our man Anthony's Fishy Friends is. That's where my brother lives. Right near him. They could go and have lunch. Left yesterday at 1:30, and I've not gotten an update since. So, it is what it is. Doug Gray in the house. Jess with Manes, Tails, Fur, and Fins. Hey, well, great having you here. Great having you here, Jess. Great having everybody here. And yeah, so what is so yeah, I've been so I shipped my last fish package of the year today. Well, let's let's hopefully everything goes well. You have 3 non-fish packages that are over a week late. So here's the deal. I have something for you. A little thumbs up deal. Is that I have a buddy of mine. I don't have a lot of friends here, but I have, a few. I've been in this place for about 18 months. So one of these guys I've gotten to know, he's helped me with stuff around the house upon occasion, and I'll take him out for for dinner. Um, he had like his ex-girlfriend, his ex-wife, and his current girlfriend go after stuff with him, and they ended up putting him in the psych ward for observation for 2 days. So I was getting calls from him and helped him get out later on this afternoon. So that was good. But it's just like, having a former girlfriend and your ex-wife as buddies is never good, and having them text you all at the same time. Now you have to park your Subaru Outback. You see, there you go. I'm surprised it's running. Oh, Siwi. By the way, with these people in Nigeria who take a pretty girl's picture and hit up guys, I have gone out and asked them for I've gone out and asked them for money, because they're going to ask me for money. And one of them, I told him I was a guppy baron and worth millions. So to know if she was legit, send me $100. She didn't do it though. That freaks him out, by the way. Oh God, when Dad died, he left me a Subaru. It was his final legacy. Wow, an Australian Outback. Oh my goodness. Posiwi and Doug, you guys can hit up with the dad jokes like all back and forth. So you guys ready for Christmas? I realized something, that if I was going to do a turkey, a frozen turkey, that I had to get it today. And unless I cook it on Christmas Day, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Select Pet, how are you? I don't know if I'm going to do a celebration loaf, because I'm not going anywhere for Christmas. No one's invited me. Yeah, I like playing with the scammers, Posiwi. It's when you ask them for money, it's good. Yeah, I'm going to go out and look at Saturn and Jupiter here a little bit. I'm going to pull out my camera, take a picture. Yeah, it's not a good idea, Select Bet. Not a good idea. Make sure your turkey is defrosted and dry before you put it in the deep fry there. You Jewish, Posiwi? Hanukkah? By the way, good times for my Jewish friends. Happy Hanukkah. All right. William Pridemore, how are you? I've gotten calls for Overcast, can't see much. Rico Stan, how are you? Speaking of the scammers, I got calls for my late uncle's wife. Great. Wow. I actually had a guy call you and tell me you owed the IRS money and need to arrange payment. He was calling your desk phone at the IRS. There you go. You see, it's there's some real advantages to Hanukkah. Thank you very much, Bob Kaler. Yeah, no, these people they sit in Kazakhstan or wherever, China or India or Nigeria or wherever they're calling from and hitting people up for cash. So do you guys have good holiday plans? Bob, as a present, should I send you 8 pics of that gal in the bikini? Hold on one second, because I sneezed a few minutes ago. I've got to blow my schnoz. 1 second. Hey, thanks. So finally, I got my $1,200 stimulus payment. So I got flooring. So flooring is going to be installed next Tuesday. Over the weekend, I've got to move stuff out of that room. Here's the other thing that I got. That $600 payment that we're going to get next week. It's let me just tell you something. Is that I'm going to put a bigger fish aquarium in the room. I'm going to buy like a nice size aquarium. I'm going to buy another rack for aquariums. That's what I'm going to do with the money. What are you going to do with your $600? You're going to do some fish fam stuff? Oh, ask. They don't need 1%. They need 0.001%. There's a show. Counter $674,000 a year. Wonder when they made $600 cutoff. No, it's at 75,000 for a couple, married couple, 150 grand. The new aquarium I'm going to put in something that my excess guppies can swim with. So I'm going to put a predator in there. And Taylor thinks I should do Jack Dempsey's. I've thought of getting one Texas cichlid or getting oh yeah, it's a linear piston air pump. Absolutely, I don't need RO water here because I have fish and my water's hard. It's all good. So Texas cichlid maybe. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze again. I'm gonna take an allergy pill. 1 second. 1 second. I'm gonna take an allergy pill. Holy cow! I'll be back. Walking into the kitchen. I've got dirty dishes. Not too many. All right. All right. Allergy pill in there. Hey, John Oliver, how are you? You were the first here, followed by Posiwi. All right, I'm going to blow my nose again. Yeah, by the way, John got through the stuff. Hey, Rico Stan, Have you picked up the you got the COVID. How are you feeling? Play a song as I blow my nose. You see, that would call planning, Doug Gray. Anybody else here have had the COVID? Been going through it? 2 people here. Excellent. John Oliver's back to work, feeling good. Excellent. Do a couple of convicts. Yeah, you're still talking about fish. The problem with convicts is they reproduce like there's no tomorrow and nobody wants them. I've had convicts reproduce and they go crazy. You're good. You have good and bad days so far. Not too horrible. Wife got it far worse. Well, just be careful, everybody. They'll eat a lot of guppies. They'll do a lot of stuff. The problem is they reproduce. So you get like a convict with a Texas cichlid. There you go. Yeah, just a convict problem. And if anyone's had convicts reproduce in their aquariums, you know what I'm talking about. You'll have 100 fry to 300 fry every 30 days. Your daughter stayed in bed for a week, felt like crap. Yeah. Rename COVID the human Subaru disease. Go Jess, Jets, Jess. Allie Chen, how are you? Great having you here. Have I missed anybody? Why are Subaru dealers giving away a dog with each Subaru sold? Go ahead. We're ready. 3 lines of peacock cichlids. There you go. I think you used that joke in a while ago. I'm just waiting for the punchline. I probably heard it, but Kosiwi, don't leave us hanging. We just have Christian folks just have one day of Christmas. We don't have 8 crazy nights like our good friends who are Jewish do. So the owner has a companion to walk home with. But up bump, everybody. Convicts go from 1 tank to 3 tanks and 3 tanks to a 110-gallon pond. I couldn't even pay 3 LFSs to take them. Yeah, that's the problem with the convicts, everybody. They're a good cichlid to do for your first cichlid to have fry with. They really are good, but yeah. Let's see here. Your discus are laying eggs 12th time. Hopefully the male gets it right this time. Yeah, the deal is about the discus is that I have friends that have them and they get them to lay the eggs. They get the hatchlings to be fingerlings and no further. I know one of my buddies in Arkansas when I lived in Little Rock, he had that happen over and over again like a dozen times. It drove him nuts. Decided to breed albino bladder snails. They look really cool. There you go. Your Japan Blues albino platinum dropping like crazy. Excellent, Adam. Just got rid of them. I had 2 guys call me from 2 other states wanting to buy a bunch of convicts. Well, God bless them. God bless them. It's you get the people anybody again, it's just if you've not bred convicts, they are a great fish to have. They are they're fun, great behavior, lots of stuff. But let me tell you something, they will reproduce over and over again. And when you don't have anybody to take them, when I had them when I lived in Alabama. And I had an LFS that would take them from me, which is great. And one of my LFSs wouldn't. One of them would. He spent the day removing some tanks. Yeah. Well, you know what, Select Pet, that may be a good thing. Is that you throw them in, you throw the fry in with the Oscars and let the Oscar or the Texas cichlid go num 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 num. Not vodka. Sad. I have a bunch of bristlenose I don't sell to the LFS around here. I now finally have a bunch of bristlenose fry, the super reds. They're not big enough to sell yet, but they will be. Part of me wishes I would have invested in the long fin, but it is what it is. Yeah, Richard 56, Chard 56, had a ton of convicts when you went to visit him. He acted like he was having trouble selling them. Yeah, they would have trouble selling them. Yeah, William, it's yeah, the super reds are really nice. I got mine from two different places. So there is some genetic variety going on there. So that's good. All you need is one male. They'll make love with all the ladies. You can't give away convicts at auctions. No. They are like the feeder guppies of the cichlid. Hexagon tank, but a good at Goodwill for $2. I think it's 1 gallon. Now I'm starting to say, why did I buy that? What am I putting into it? Well, time for a betta. Carrie, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. 12 here, 6 thumbs up. Thanks, gang. Really appreciate having you here. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you go to Goodwill or Salvation Army and there's an aquarium sitting there. Pretty tempting to always buy. Shrimp, yeah, you could put shrimp in there. Yeah, you have an albino male and a normal female that breed 1,000% normal baby bristle nose. Here's the deal: you get those babies to breed together. 1 out of 4 will be albino. I'm doing well, Carrie. Thank you very much. Yeah, yeah. You just lurk away. We love the lurkers. Pro lurking. Yeah, it's the albino gene, and I'm going to give you simple Mendel genetics. Gregorio Mendel is and you may remember him from science class. He was a monk, a Catholic monk, who basically started modern day genetics. Even though genetics have been going for a long time, people who were all of a sudden they had they had cows, and all of a sudden there was a big bull. Well, you keep him as a breeder, etc. Well, he went through and came up with modern day genetics, like with peas, with the wonderful pea, and ooh, the blue-eyed lemons. There you go. That's nice. My super scared dragon blood turned my crown tail into a plaquette last night after a month of hiding from him. Bad fish back in the big tank. Yeah, there you go. So So technically, it was Mendel bred what a green pea to a yellow pea, and he propagated them. And the first generation was all green peas. So the green pea obviously had dominant traits. So he bred the mixture of the green pea and the yellow pea, and 1 out of 4 became yellow. He bred a yellow pea to a yellow pea, and 100% were yellow. So and he bred a yellow pea plant to a green pea that had a mixed background. Well, half were yellow. Well, the same thing works with fish, but it becomes much more complicated. But just simple albino is that this is exactly how Dr. Frankenstein started. Yep. And albinos, except the male is turning gold, got them $1 a piece. That's a good value. So the process comes in when you do the cross. You'll get the babies, and all of a sudden take 2 of those albinos, set up an albino, set up 3 or 4 of those albino bristlenose in the same tank, and they should breed all albinos following simple Mendel genetics. Now, the genetics behind the bristlenose may be a little more complicated than that, but it's like humans with blue eyes. Okay, my parents both have brown eyes. My sister and my brother have brown eyes. I have bluish green eyes. It is what it is. Now, my sister married a guy, and they have 3 kids. And my sister must be a double dominant brown eyes, because his mother has blue eyes. Their kids have all brown eyes. So there you go. And you had a pair of browns. They threw 4 different variants. That's interesting. Yeah, Posiwi, you just get those get the mixture together, put them off, and you should be able to, in a generation or 2, if you want albinos, you could have all albinos. Doug is a double dominant. Now there you go. But that's simple Mendel genetics. It's like and Doug Gray can tell you this. Guppies. Have any of you read any of the genetic books for guppies? I have, and I believe I still have some somewhere, and I need to pull them out. The color line for the guppy sometimes seemingly is like 10 different variables. It's very difficult. Oh, Doug Gray, you know something about genetics. Yeah, a select pet, that's a good idea. Yeah, the blue eye, brown eye thing, and he and his wife have blue eyes, but his kid was born with brown eyes. Yeah, I'd keep quiet. I am guessing Maury Povich, if he got called, he'd go, "You are not the father," which would be bad. It's a classy lady there. She probably has a real nice husband. I've got a really nice genetics book that I can send you through Facebook. Yeah, please do. Please do. It's all good. Doug Ray, if you watch his videos, which I find he knows a lot more about guppies than I do. And he has a couple of lines where all of a sudden albinos have been thrown. Well, the idea is the albino gene was always there. It was through inbreeding, and that all of a sudden you got the things to come together. Hey, William, let me just tell you, it's a complicated thing, especially when you're dealing with guppies, especially when you're dealing with, that type of stuff. Yeah, it's funny is that my dad's side of the family are all very short. I'm a towering male member of my dad's side of the family at 5'7". I have male cousins who are 5 feet tall. And my mom comes from a family who are very tall. I mean, not like 6'7" or 6'5", but 6'2", 6'1". My brother, sister, and I didn't get those genes. Allie is 6'6", so there you go. No, I'm sorry, Posiwi. Blue Phantom plecos you'd love to breed, but they haven't been bred much in the hobby, so you'll see. Just go and study with William. The idea here is I've been studying these high end plecos, and you guys have given me good examples, and I just haven't picked one yet. Here's my deal with it. Fair or not, your boys are over 5'10". Your girl is 5'2". Ooh, you're walking around Hobby Lobby champagne for nieces and great nieces. Just listening to your narration is a treat. Well, thank you very much. Hobby Lobby, it's a sick place for men. Yeah, my mom was like 5'4". Her mother was short, but her uncles and were all pretty tall. Um, it's my grandfather, my mom's father, was 6 feet tall, and she has a sister that's like about 5'9", 5'10", and her two brothers 6 feet tall. And her other sister is probably about 5'4". My dad's side of the family, the genetics are real strong, short. So if I meet a tall gal and we have a few youngins, yeah, they're not gonna be that tall. They're gonna end up being my height. In fact, my cousin Randy is married to a girl who's like 5'10". He's 5 feet, and their girls are 5'2", 5'3". So there you go. Yeah, the genetics thing is really a big deal. There's a tall girl in Nigeria looking for me now. See, these people in Nigeria just keep sending me notes, claiming though to be some gal who lives in Texas City, Texas, or California City, California. That's how you know they're fake. The process here, though, of genetics is that we'd love to say how easy they are. They're not. And with the guppies, it gets really long and really cumbersome. But it's fun, and it's fun to learn. And I have a great deal of appreciation for especially these guys in Thailand and Indonesia that are coming up with all that sort of stuff. I don't know where Chewy is. I don't know. It's Chewy's keeping me, no Chewy, no off the beaten path. Chewy can start, a running down a rabbit hole somewhere. Again, for those who just tuned in, I'm enjoying a Fresca. I have not seen our buddy Alice from Norway recently. She may be just preparing lutefisk for the holiday season. Tom Petty, Running Down a Dream. Great song. My brother, by the way. Oh, thank you, Doug, for getting me on the music. But we'll get back to genetics here in a second. Oh, Chewy stayed up too late last night. So my brother was at Tom Petty's last show at the Hollywood Bowl. And 1 week later, he was dead. And before the concert, my brother sat there and said, "It's a bucket list to go see Tom Petty." And I'm going, yeah, well, that'd be a great. Believe me, I would love to see Tom. I would have loved to have seen Tom Petty. So I just sat there and said, that's great. Well, so he goes to the show. Wow, what a show. Week later, Tom Petty's dead. Then my brother puts up this thing. Bucket list. Gonna go see Chris Rock. I said, yeah, don't say bucket list anymore. You already killed off Tom Petty. Leave us Chris Rock, please. Just absolutely just nutso. So my just going in again about the whole genetics thing. Oh no, it's not. It's Allie. Allie, it's great. You're horrible with names. I get Tom Petty and Kyle Petty mixed up. Yeah, here's the deal. One can play music, one can drive a car. And the one who drives a car, people sometimes think of that as being an athlete. Tab is bat backwards. COVID coincidence? I think not. By the way, there's a brand new COVID strain. Did you see this? Happening in the United Kingdom and happening in Italy right now. And so I saw like Anthony Fauci on CNN. And, Fauci, I'm sorry, the guy's a quack. Fauci goes, yeah, there's no reason to restrict traffic from England right now. Really? Yeah, champagne would be good. Always good. On New Year's Eve, I normally go off to the casino, but we'll see what we do this year. I don't know what I'm going to do. Normally, we have casinos not that far away from here. And, but yeah, I've been trying to keep a real low profile with the COVID stuff. COVID-19, we remained COVID-19 as cases were found earlier than December. And by the way, Bolo, he's in the back bedroom sleeping. He left about 10 minutes before I started this. Now I haven't seen him since. The other day, Saturday, I was out running errands after the live stream. So I get home and Bolo, normally if I come in, Bolo will begin to bark once he sees me move around. Nothing. So I get the car in because I have to fix the garage door opener. The wonders of being a homeowner. And so I get the car in there. I'm like putting groceries away and stuff. He's not making a noise. So I keep him in the bathroom. I have a little bath mat for him to sleep on, nice and comfy and cushy. I actually am beginning to think, is this it? Has he died on me? Because, again, he's 13, heart condition. Is this it? Did he have a heart attack? I'm going, please no. So, the good news is this, is that he, all of a sudden I noticed he opened an eye and looked at me, and so I went and picked him up and took him for a walk. So it was all good. All good all the way around. The other thing I think about genetics and part of the fun of breeding fish is the whole genetics thing. So it's kind of a fun deal. So they said they found COVID in Italy in August. By the way, I'm not a big conspiracy person. That I got lost? Yeah, I don't know if I did or not. So getting back to COVID. Doug Gray, you know how this goes. It gets crazy. We've kept away from music for the most part. We just got into genetics because something William Pridemore brought up, and we just got into, this is a barber shop. And I think for the ladies, when they go to the beauty salon, is there such a thing? Same thing. We just sit there and talk about whatever comes to mind, and you guys put in input, and I go from there. So, yeah. So shipping, yeah, don't ship. I'm putting stuff up after New Year's. So there you go. Yeah, we talked a little bit about Hobby Lobby. The Silent Night chat. We talked a little Christmas. We talked a little Hanukkah. It's all good. Hey, crazy nights, everybody. By the way, I am going to look out the window here as soon as we're done to see if I can do the deal. I have a couple of trios of Tiger King Cobras and some snake skins to put up. Yep, there you go. Yeah, don't ship fish right now. I think it's a bad idea. And our buddy Bob shipped fish. That's fine. Hey, I hope they arrive on time, and all is good in the hood. But Doug Gray, your fish are leaving Philadelphia. They go to New Jersey. Who knows what's going to happen after that? Doug is the new Tiger King. Absolutely. I hope Trump pardons Tiger King. We need to get him out there.